Hey everyone, today we're going to teach you how to make potato salad. Family secret recipe. I'm telling you, this is an unbelievable potato salad. You will definitely enjoy this for sure. It's not, again, for someone who's on a diet, but I could tell you if you're looking for flavor and the best potato salad you're ever going to eat, this is it. You're never going to buy store-bought potato salad again. So stay tuned. We'll go over the ingredients and how to make it. Okay, so here are the ingredients for this southern potato salad. I'm telling you, this is the best potato salad you're ever gonna have. I begged my wife to allow her to allow us to get her secret recipe out for the public to enjoy, and I'm telling you, this is the greatest. So what we have here is about 4 pounds of russet potatoes. Now we like to use russet potatoes. These have been washed and cleaned. 4 pounds. There's about 8 potatoes in here. There's no telling what you're going to get if you use white potatoes or red potatoes. Some people like to leave the skins on. Whatever. We take the skin, we boil them with the skins on, and then we peel the skins off. You'll see that in a minute. But use russet potatoes. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. We've got 6 eggs. That's a perfect amount. We're going to hard boil those eggs in with the potatoes. You'll see that. We'll have some mayonnaise, mustard. We've got salad cubes, sweet salad cubes. That's really important because some people would say relish. Some people would, this is not relish. It is sweet salad cubes. Be very specific there. There's a reason for that. Salt and then of course pepper. Ground coarse pepper makes it nice. Now one of these things, we're going to have to add the mayonnaise as we go, kind of like making tuna fish. You want to make sure it's, you can't necessarily always go by the exact amount. You just want to make sure that there's a perfect amount of creaminess. The mustard, it's going to be more like probably a couple of tablespoons worth, but you'll see that as we apply that. And then there's probably several tablespoons of the sweet salad cubes, just a dash of the salt and pepper, and you'll see as we go along. What we're going to do, we're going to boil the potatoes. We heat this water up. We don't bring it to a boil. She doesn't like to have that rapidly boiling when she puts the potatoes in there. It just cracks the skins too fast. So she gets it warm, puts those in there, lets them boil, and then throws the eggs in. So you'll see this is getting to not quite warm yet, but it's pretty warm. We're going to go ahead and throw those in there, and we'll get this started. All right, she's just adding the potatoes in. Again, the water just got just before a boil. You could start seeing some small bubbles at the bottom of the water. Just drop those in there. Make sure there's plenty of water to cover the potatoes. Don't worry about trying to make it low amounts of water. You want to have plenty of water in there, so it has room. They have room to move around. Okay, the potatoes been boiling for about 20 to 25 minutes. You can see that the skins are just starting to peel on some of them. They're just starting to get tender. It's a good time now to add the eggs. The eggs were at room temperature. Helps prevent them from cracking too much when you put them in there. You're going to let those cook for about another 10 minutes or so until they get hard boiled, and the potatoes should be right at the desired doneness. Okay, so now the potatoes, you can see, are splitting, so they're done. They're in a good spot now. You want to go ahead and take those out, drain them nicely, put them in a separate bowl over here. The eggs should also be finished and hard boiled. Once these are out, you're going to want to obviously let these potatoes cool for a little bit before you take the skin off of them. You want to de-skin those potatoes. Some people really like to keep the skin on there. Again, for this recipe, I recommend you take it off. Once we get those out, we'll get them peeled up. We'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's a quick example of now that the potatoes are slightly cooled down, cool enough to touch. You want to peel the skin off those potatoes. This helps to have some running water if it gets too hot. Okay, right on. So then you just cut those up like that, and then there you are. So you do that for the rest of the potatoes, and we'll add the rest of the ingredients here in just a second. Now that the potatoes are all done, I'm going to crack and peel the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs. Don't let all that stuff go down the drain, by the way. We're going to got a little strainer there. But once the eggs are peeled, she'll chop those up and put them in there. It's critical, though, I want to mention this. She told me to remind everybody that it's really important this stays warm. The potatoes are done warm, the eggs are warm when you mix everything. There's something about that warmth helping all the ingredients blend together and make such an amazing flavor. I'm telling you, it's the best potato salad you're ever going to have. You'll never buy store-bought again. Once the eggs are done, she's going to slice them up just like this, very quickly and easily. They're really hot. Put them down in there, and we'll mix the rest of the ingredients in just a minute. The potato pieces, by the way, should be about 3/4 to maybe an inch at the most cube size pieces. They will break apart a little bit more when you're mixing the ingredients together, but there will still be plenty of bite-sized pieces inside this as well. Now that we've got the potatoes and the eggs mixed up, we're going to add the mayonnaise. Start with about a cup, maybe a little bit more than a cup of mayonnaise. 3 pretty large spoonfuls. And mix that around with a soft spatula. You want to fold it in there so you don't break apart all the potatoes, the potato bits. You want to get it to just the right consistency. Not too much mayonnaise and not too dry. That's why it's very difficult a lot of times to go with an exact measurement, because depending upon the size of your potatoes and how starchy they are or what, you really have to just eyeball it. Add a little bit more in there. Just keep folding that in. All right. Now, before you add any more mayonnaise, you should go ahead and add some of the additional wet ingredients, like your mustard. It's probably about a tablespoon of mustard. Regular yellow mustard, the best way to go there. And then we will add sweet relish cubes, or salad cubes, rather, not relish cubes, salad cubes, remember, salad cubes. So you're probably doing about 4 or 5 tablespoons of that. Add some of the juice from the jar in there too. It adds, again, a little bit more moisture to the mixture. Back into that right consistency. That's looking pretty good. It smells great. The warmth from those potatoes allows the smell and the aroma to come up. It's really good. Oh, a little bit more. That's about it for the salad cubes. I'm going to add some coarse ground pepper. Really about, I'd say about a half a teaspoon initially, and then just a little bit of, a salt, maybe about a half a teaspoon of salt. You want to start with a lower amount of salt, work your way in and taste it. The potatoes really do a lot of absorbing that salt. So initially you might think it's a lot, and you start mixing it around, and then when you taste it, it really doesn't taste like much salt at all. So I'd say that's probably closer. What she put in there first was probably closer to a tablespoon of salt. I'm sorry, a teaspoon. Scratch that, teaspoon, not tablespoon. And she's going to mix it all around here again, folding it in so it doesn't break apart all the potato. A little bit more pepper. She can see by the look. Needs some more. Yeah, it's looking just about right. All right, so you're going to season to taste, make sure there's enough salt and pepper in there. But again, I wouldn't go any more than a teaspoon of salt initially, and about maybe a half a teaspoon of pepper. Remember, about 5, maybe 6 tablespoons of the sweet salad cubes, about 1 tablespoon of the yellow mustard, and we're looking at probably closer to 2, maybe even 3 cups of mayonnaise. We're going to go ahead and separate this, put it in a serving bowl, and I'm telling you, it's best if you serve that warm and eat it warm. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. So here's the final product, potato salad. I promise you it's the best potato salad you're ever going to have in your life. Just serve it up warm, make sure it's warm. It will literally be the best. I promise you. Feel free to leave a comment for me at the comment section. Happy to help you out.